Hello, welcome to Steve Knows. This is a series where I will talk about some games with some mini reviews that I feel are a better experience on the Oculus Quest than on their PCVR counterpart due to its complete wireless freedom. Obviously there's more games than what I will cover today, but this is going to be the first of many, as the Quest has made it pretty clear, as well as the Nintendo Switch actually, it did the same thing by the community's reaction to these products. It's not visuals that are important to us gamers. It's again about the games, and how easily we can experience incredible artistry. I feel like the Quest has perhaps changed people's view on VR, which is exactly why it's here. It's its purpose. So let's go over 5 games I think are a better experience on the Oculus Quest. Number 1 on the list, this game is coming from one Hamza, it's RacketNX. It's a stunning port from its PCVR counterpart, which if you have watched my Oculus Quest versus Rift S comparison, they're pretty much identical. They did a great job. The reflections on the Racket blew me away, with a few minor details such as the view outside of the dome, which doesn't really matter because we're playing inside of it. This game combines elements from Ball Breaker for the old school gamers, or their partners, with pinball and racquetball. You are placed in a dome where you are to hit a ball into the dome walls in order to score points, but different sections of the dome are highlighted, such as the blue cross cells will give you health, the red cells will take away health, so avoid those, and the yellow to pink shading flashing areas are where you are to hit the ball. Every time you hit those areas you will reduce the lighting, and you are to eliminate all of those lights in the time frame given to complete the level. You are to go through several waves of this, and it's harder than it sounds, as there is a catch. Your health, which is actually your energy, is deprecated every time you hit the ball, so you have to keep the health up by hitting the blue cells, avoiding the red, whilst also eliminating the highlighted areas, which makes this game so great to play on the Quest with its complete 6 degrees of freedom in the dome, because this game is a 360 degree title. So playing this on a PCVR headset, you'll have to continually reset your orientation in real life so you don't end up being wrapped up in your wire, either tugging your computer off your desk, destroying the port your headset's plugged into, or damaging your livelihood. With the Quest, you don't have that worry over your head, and this allows you to get fully immersed and comfortable within your game. It's definitely deserving of a spot on this list, and if you have a Quest and want a comprehensive review, I have that on my channel. Next is one of my favourite games on the Quest, and it's the only way to play it in my eyes, and that's Sairento Untethered. If you are familiar with my channel, I do many videos on this game and I keep up with the game's content, so if you're interested, I have that available for you all to check out as well. When this game first came out, I wasn't blown away by how it looked at all. I was kind of sad, and I reduced its review score because of this. If the review is based purely on the gameplay and the mechanics, you don't get anything more in depth and cohesive on this system. This is the kind of game that was made for the Quest. And since then, this game has seen some of the best post-release game support you've ever seen, and it looks much better. This title, you play as a ninja set out to take a ninja terrorist organization that threatens Japan. The actual game itself is a bunch of maps where you are to eliminate the enemies that spawn with huge variety of weapons, from swords to ninja stars to crossbows to shotguns. Doing all of this without dying. You can play missions where there is an objective, or endless mode where you keep cycling through the maps, increasing in tier difficulty each time, forcing you to improve your skills. In a game where you are to act as a ninja, running along walls, doing backflips and looking around you in 360 degrees, not having that wire come out of the back of your head, like Neo being born into the Matrix, lifts the experience. You feel untethered and free to move around. If you have a big enough play space, this game immerses you like no other, especially on the higher tiers, as you have to be alert all around you. When that wire's there, you're conscious of it and end up playing in a way that prevents you from fully enjoying the experience. This is a game I recommend for anyone who has the Quest, especially with multiplayer coming soon, which is going to be free as well. This is one of the hottest titles, maybe the best title on the Quest. Superhot, this game is one of the favourites on the Quest, and it takes advantage of its freedom in a slightly different way, as the game isn't a complete 360 degree title, even though it has a larger field of play, around 270 degrees. This game does require you to move around in more ways than most. You are put into a series of levels where you are to eliminate everyone trying to kill you, which are these red polygon guys. Around you will be weapons such as pistols, machine guns, shotguns, ninja stars, knives and bottles, and you can take any course of action you like to take out the enemies. The USP of this title is that time moves when you do. You can dodge bullets in slow motion, watch them move past you, so a great title if you're new to VR as well, because you don't have to take immediate action on your decisions. It's such a great feeling to pick up your gun, shoot someone in the head, their weapon comes towards you in slow motion, you grab it and take out the next guy. It's so John Wick. This is better in the Quest in my eyes, as the visuals aren't affected as much due to the simplicity of the visuals. The high Quest resolution OLED screen also makes it look vibrant and crisp, and the freedom allows me to get down low behind boxes, looking around, crawling along the floor in awkward positions to avoid getting shot in a much more comfortable, seamless way than the PCVR counterpart. Great game. Next is a free game on the Quest, Rec Room. This is an online multiplayer title where you are to exist within an online VR community. The beauty of this title are the possibilities are endless. Creators have made Nuketown like Call of Duty maps for you to experience, or Fortnite Battle Royales. If you have an idea, you can create it. It even provides ready-made games such as the adventure game where you have a sword and shield. You and a team can walk through dungeons, slashing enemies to traverse to the next level. This game did have some trouble on its release with the Quest because it can be highly demanding being an online game with such large environments to render, but updates are coming continuously. What I like about this being on the Quest is you can take this to a friend's and play Rec Room together locally online as it's cross-platform, and enjoy the complete 360-degree freedom it has to offer, as this again allows you to completely free roam anywhere. Being unattached to anything allows you to remain immersed in the game without worry of being tangled up. Due to its simplistic nature and blocked visuals, it's not too far from what I experienced on the PSVR. So on the Quest for me, not having those tracking issues as it can track wherever I'm facing and I can walk and turn around stress-free, it's so much better than the PC and the PSVR counterpart. This is one of the most amazing online VR social games that won't cost you a single penny. There is so much content as this community creates whatever it likes. This is a must-have for the Oculus Quest. The last one is Ninja Legends. This game came out on the Oculus Quest this August, and it's a different take than the madness of Sairento. This is a room scale game that puts you in a deadly position of being attacked by ninjas. This wave title makes you take on ninjas that are much more intelligent than your usual AI enemy, as they can jump around, roll, evade and block your attacks. In this title, your swings also affect the damage it inflicts, so there's a lot more discipline than what's going on with games like the Wii Tennis where we're used to just flicking our wrists. The default weapon are the dual katanas, and you work your way up to equip the claws, the gauntlets, long swords and staffs, and there's even more options to keep the gameplay fresh. My favourite part is the brutality in this game. You can literally slice enemies in two. This game has 18 different environments for you to play, which is incredible. I think that's some of the highest variety of maps I've seen in a wave slicing game ever. And you also unlock mods to the game, such as big heads, so all the ninjas you fight will have bobblehead features, adding some comedic touches to the game for replayability. This again is more suited to the Quest because it has a fast-paced 360-degree gameplay to it. So you don't want to be worrying about dragging wires or getting tangled, which is sometimes the reason you flinch, causing you to die and having to start again. In order for you to be fully immersed, you want the least amount of restrictions, and this does that superbly on the Quest. So that's my list for part 1 of games I feel are better to play on the Oculus Quest than their PC VR counterparts. This is obviously a personal opinion. If you agree or disagree or have other games that should be included, I'd really like to hear your thoughts on it. Please hit subscribe and stick around for the next list. Thanks for watching Steve Knows, happy gaming, good day!